Welcome back, everyone, to the latest episode from the Cockney Reds. We're here for a live review, joined by myself, Fudge, and we're here with Culps with the United hat on. How are you today?
I'm all good, thank you, my brother. What about you?
Nice. Yeah, all blessed, man. Thank you. And also joined by Paul. How you doing, PT?
I'm all good. Listen, it's a dangerous time when Man United play early in the weekend. That's what I'm saying, because it could be a weekend breaker. Do you know what I mean? So my weekend's blessed.
Definitely, I hear that. And we're also now joined by Antonio. Antonio, how are you?
Here, bro. I'm here, man. I was watching the game today a bit because when you got a stream, it's just like be a bit funny. So today I had to sit down.
You recaps in the game?
Yeah, when it's a 3:00 game. If it's any other time, I can catch it like on BT Sport or Sky. But yeah, man. Are we live?
We are live. We're here and we're good to go. So it's a well played. What you said there as well. JustDaveMate is he might not be able to join us today. I think he's got other engagements, and so we wish him and his wife and all of that the best. So yes, Man United 2, Sunderland 0. That's the topic of discussion today. A big win. I think there was a lot of people that might not have been too. Actually, I think most people weren't too confident going into this game, but a fairly comfortable, straightforward 2-0 win. Let's go straight into it. Culps, how you feeling about the win?
Yeah, man, it's a good win, but it's just how it should be, innit? You know what I'm saying? Sunderland at home, there really shouldn't even be any doubts. Like, should be winning. But
but Sunderland had a good start to the season. That's it. Sunderland had a good start to the season. We had a wobbly start to the season, so there was reasons why people were doubtful, I suppose.
Still, man, we spent 200 and something odd mil on attack. You know what I mean? Now Sunderland ain't even got the resources to do that. So, yeah.
I don't know about that. They spent a lot, but let me not get into that. Paul, for PT, what are you saying, bro? Like, how you feeling? I know you've been a bit not too positive going into the game, most games, I suppose, but how are you feeling after that win?
I liked it. Well, I'll tell you what gave me an insight after watching that game is that at 2-0, you're sort of sitting there as a fan expecting, like waiting for the stupid thing to happen. Like thinking, when's the mistake going to happen? When are they going to score? So, and that made me start thinking like, this is how the players must feel times 100 when they're playing. Who's going to make the mistake? Who's going to give it away? Who's going to be the one to be responsible for the goal? So it gave me a little bit of an insight into how much pressure these guys are under. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't make it any easier. So for us as fans to watch it and feel that pressure, it's times 100 for them. So yeah, I enjoyed it, but we have to kick on from this one. I'm sick of winning a game and then getting that little bit of confidence and losing the next game. That's been the story of our season and a half. So yeah, we need to kick on from this. And and the next game, sorry, just to add to that, the next game's not about the result, because I'm not expecting to go and beat Liverpool the way we play. It's about the performance. If we can go in there and put a performance on, that will satisfy the fans that we are starting to see a bit of progress.
Hear that. Antonio said it quite early on, a few episodes back, actually, about the hokey-cokey nature of the United season. Win one, you get up, lose one, you get down. And actually done his homework before this game. So what are your thoughts then after watching it for another time, being able to study it? Like, what things did you pick up? What work? Overall, anyway, we'll get into little nitty-gritties about players and stuff like that. But overall, what were your overriding thoughts?
Yeah, you know what? It's good for confidence, right? Like, Sesko's got another goal. He's going to be confident every time the ball touches him. And, Mbeumo's getting more confident. The team's getting confident. We've got a new keeper that come in. So getting a win, a clean sheet, is going to fill the team up with confidence. I'll still have my reservations. I'll still have my reservations. I'm not going to get excited and blah, blah, blah. But it's good. It's 3 points. It's what I expect, really. So yeah, it's good. It's good. But still got a few reservations, to be honest.
I hear people saying that's what you expect, and for me, that's not what I expected. I didn't expect a comfortable victory whatsoever.
I don't know. To win at home against Sunderland.
No, I didn't. Well, actually, you know me. I'm always going to be in that positive mind frame, yeah.
Yeah.
But before the game, I was like, this could be a sticky one. You know what I mean? So
Definitely potential banana skin, innit? But really, man, for me, it's got to be a win, bro.
And do you know what it is? Let's start from the back, yeah. Because for me, it all stemmed from that first name on that team sheet, Lammens. How did you find? What did you? First of all, seeing his name on the team sheet and then seeing his performance and getting the clean sheet for the first time in what feels like a year. I mean, whoever wants to start, what did you think about Lammens? Go on, Antonio.
You know what? It just highlighted to me, one, how much we've suffered as fans. Because Lammens, he had a good game. I don't think he did anything crazy. Do you know what I mean? He was just competent. A competent keeper that can catch and make the basic saves. And we haven't had that for so long. And we're sorry. I swear they got a new chant for his name now. And it's just like, oh my God. And number two for me, again, this raises questions with the manager. I don't care if he's young and all of this kind of thing. If you're going to pay all this money to bring in this keeper, why isn't he between the sticks a long time ago? Why does it take Bayinda having to make really awful saves and there being awful misses and there being awful criticism on him? Now we have to change him. As soon as we signed him, he should have been in. That says to me, Amarin, what are you doing? What's going on?
I'm gonna call it an Amarim masterclass. I am gonna say that because you might. Because let's say we bring him in straight away, first game of the season, play him against I can't remember what the first game was. Arsenal. No. He went in. He wasn't here by then.
Okay.
But his first game would have been against Chelsea, maybe. No, it was the one before that. Brentford. It would have been Brentford. That would have been the first game, yeah. And I know we had problems in that game. But let's say he comes in that game and he then fumbles in that game. He needed to adjust to life in the Premier League, understand what the pressures were, see like what happens when Bayinda makes a mistake and see all of that and then feel that noise, feel it all. And now he brought him in. And then what does he do when he brings him in? Clean sheet. Clean sheet. That's what he does. Bro. Everyone's hailing the new goalkeeper. Yeah.
If you're good enough, you're old enough. That's not a masterclass, bro. Put him straight in, man. Put him straight in. He's a competent keeper. We haven't seen enough of him to say he's world class. But he's competent. He can catch. He can kick with both feet. He can control it. He can do basic things. The keepers that we put between his sticks can't. And yet it's taking you to keep seeing all of these errors before you put this guy in. That's a manager problem for me.
Yeah,
there's no reason why he shouldn't have been between the six long time ago. As soon as we signed him.
Culps, what are you thinking? Culps, what are you thinking?
I think what Antonio was saying, man, it's easy with hindsight to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because if we did throw him straight in, and then we lost, or
we could have had him straight in and we could have won. Imagine if we had him when we played Brentford. Maybe we would have made those saves and we could have won the match.
Yeah, but maybe you wouldn't have. Maybe you wouldn't have. And then
it depends on where you want to look at it. You're looking at it negatively. I'm looking at it positively. He's competent.
You got. Listen. It's a flip of a coin, isn't it? It's one of them ones. There's no guarantee he was going to perform well, man. There was no.
Why was it so? Why? It's no guarantee he wasn't going to perform then. But why is it guaranteed that he was going to perform against Sunderland? Why?
It wasn't. But it was a more. He's had time to settle in. And then as well, it's a home fixture against a much lesser opponent. I know they've started well to the season, but let's have it right, man.
Like, anyway, we slash.
I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to keep bigging up Sunderland. I'm not going to do that because they've started well. Because when it's 30 games played, they're not going to be fourth, bro. Like,
anyway, we slice and dice it. There's going to be pressure on the goalie when he comes in. Okay, fine. We don't bring him in.
Definitely. There's no easy game.
Even Sunderland, there's pressure because we just lost the game against Brentford, which we should have won. You can see all the pressure. Now Lammens is having to come in, plays first game in the 70,000 stadium against everyone. There's no preparation for that. There's no preparation. There's going to be pressure any game. It's a pressure environment.
Paul, what do you think?
Yeah, but you'd rather that pressure be rather that pressure be against Sunderland than against Chelsea, innit?
I think
he was even here before Chelsea. He can't play against Brentford away.
Bro.
We're covering up. He should have been between the six. If Bayinda and Onana's gone, but if Bayinda was actually all right, then fine. But it's play Lammens or play this keeper Bayinda.
But you don't want. I hear what you're saying, Antonio, yeah, but you don't want the new keeper to inherit the old problems. You know what I'm saying? You don't want him to
He's
become
already
a part
inherited. We've got Amron. He's already inherited our
Oh,
problems.
well, before we go down that route, anyway, just in terms of the performance and in terms of what you thought about him as a keeper, PT, what were your overall thoughts?
Firstly, let me just say, I'm with Antonio. Bayendi's been that bad, and we're not in the luxury of a position to think, I'm going to let him settle in. I've got to give him time. We need points, and we need them fast before this season starts to turn sour. So I think Bayendi was that bad, and his predecessor, Anana, was that bad that I personally would have stuck him in straight away, just to try and make a change. Based on his performance, I think not just how good he was on the pitch. He was a bit shaky at times. There was a couple of times he come off the line, looked a bit lost a couple of times, but he made a really good save near post to
Xhaka.
I can't remember his name now. Xhaka's shot. It was a really good save. But I think his overall presence made the difference. The actual defense looked a lot calmer. He was giving out. You could see him giving instructions, being forceful, and that's his first time on the pitch, and that's a massive difference to goalkeepers like Bayendier. And again, that brings me back to Amram, because Amram said a couple of weeks ago that he needs to keep Bayendier in goal because of experience. And yet I watched the two goalkeepers, and from what I've seen after one game for Lammens, he looks far more experienced than Bayendier. So yeah, I'm disappointed he hasn't started sooner, because I think he would have made a difference. But for him to start and get a clean sheet is a massive confidence boost that could take him anywhere from here. So I'll see both sides.
Okay, no, I agree with that. And for me, the thing I liked most about Lammens' performance was even before he made a save, it was just how confident he came across in terms of the way that it was barking orders at the defense straight away. And yeah, I just love that. And it seems like a young keeper. It seems like he's got to know people around him a bit. Maybe he can do that and all the rest of it. I'm not going to get into whether or not it was the right decision or not. But I like the way he seemed calm, collected, composed, and he seems like someone that just seems like a chill guy, innit? Like, I feel like you're gonna need, especially when the heat gets on top at Old Trafford, you're gonna need to be able to keep your cool. So hopefully,
I watched the video, Fudge, just before I joined this, and it was basically the full-time whistle, and it was a video of like Maguire and De Ligt running back and jumping straight on Lammens and congratulating for the game. It's nice, really, really nice. He brings something completely different in goal that we haven't seen for a bit. So.
Do you know what? It was nice to see Bayendier even go up there. Bayendier came and celebrated with him as well, which I like to see that actually. So that was good. But moving on to
I got something to add on that one before we move on. Yeah,
cool.
Like so you see, like if we're gonna speculate and say, oh, he should have played sooner, he could have helped us, and da. So now we go to Anfield now after the break. Yeah, so let's speculate some more. We hold the 7-1 now. Lammens in goal. So what are we saying then? Like, he's the guy, or what? What are we gonna
do? We hold 7-1. That has nothing to do with Lammens, bro. We just hold 7-1.
All right.
Yeah. We're gonna have a little bit. We'll maybe touch on the Liverpool game. We'll do it more in the review. But we're like, if Lammens had started, we'd been top of the league anyway. So anyway, Mason Mount, he came in and for his first start, I think they said since the end of August actually. Obviously had a little bit of an injury, came in and got his goal. Looked quite tidy. I think he's had quite a good start to the season. I mean, Culps, I know you was quite a big advocate of him actually, starting in the last game. So, like, what are you making of Mason Mount right now and his chances of actually being a success?
He's looking quality, man. He's just looking on form. He's looking like he's making the right decisions on the pitch. He's looking like he's applying himself fully. He looks fit, like, you know what I'm saying? So it seems to be whatever he's doing, whatever Amarim's coaching him is paying off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Antonio, would you consider Mount as someone that should be starting more regularly then? As he forces his way into that starting 11?
I think Mount will start more regularly. I think just his work rate alone, obviously with his quality, he's always going to have that edge over his like peers or whatever in the team. I don't know if you remember, there was a time, I think even Lampard was saying that he wants Mount to be the first name on the team sheet, and this was when he was first coming.
One of them guys, too.
He's just one of those people that sometimes it's hard to kind of fit an exact spot for him where you might want him to play. Maybe it might be a 10, maybe it might be left. You're not too sure, but you want him in the team. You want him. He's going to set the tone. He's going to press. He's going to work hard. He's going to do all of these different things. So it's actually probably going to be a problem for Cunha, but it's a good problem anyway, because if I'm Amarin as well, and Amarin knows I want to start this guy because I know he's got my back. He's going to work regardless, even if it's not going my way. So Mount starts. Mount's going to start, I think, to be honest.
And PT, I mean, you've seen that he's had not the best of starts in his United career, but this has obviously been the best start to the season that he's had since he's been at United. Had a few problems with injuries. I mean, what do you make of Mount? Would you put him as a starter now? Would you reckon he's done enough?
A couple of things. Firstly, I think everyone knows how good Mount is. Anyone who knows ball knows he's a good player there. The problems have been the injuries that are setting back.
Yeah. Man.
And I think everyone deep down knew that if he got a good run of games, there's a baller there. The only slightly disappointing thing is that after what we've spent and the sort of players we've got in those positions, I'm a little bit disappointed that he's got a start. He rightly deserves a start because he's been so good, but I expected Cunha to have nailed down that spot already without Mount being able to get a look in. So I am happy for Mount because I love him. I think he's a great player, got a lot to offer. But I thought Cunha would have been keeping him out of the side, if I'm honest. I was expecting bigger things from Cunha.
All right, let's go next then. I mean, in terms of Cunha, because I am hearing a few people starting to say that, like a few rumbles about how Cunha started the season. And personally, I actually thought he had a decent start to the season. I think he had an injury which interrupted his season, but yeah, he hasn't got the goals or the assists, but I think he looks dangerous in most of the games. And he's like obviously started the Arsenal game like really good, like looking like the best player on the pitch. But since then, obviously, it hasn't been quite as good. Fulham, he had a few chances, could have had a hat trick, and obviously that would have made a difference if he would score those goals. So I hear where you're coming from. That it hasn't quite worked out for him, but I mean, in terms of being a signing, I think he's been a great addition to the squad. I mean, Antonio, what are you thinking? Obviously, it's been a slow start, but what do you think of Cunha? And now, like PT said, that he expected him to have cemented his spot ahead of Mount.
You know what it is? I think because of the way the team's set up right now in our current situation, things are a little bit unstable. So Cunha's come in. He's really excited. You can see when he plays with a lot of enthusiasm. He's trying to do things, and he's almost quite anxious. Like he really wants to score his first goal. Like he's getting in front of goal. On another day, you might just pass it and then let Bruno score. Like it's a tap in. But he's shooting from anywhere. He's doing all these different things. And I think it's because he's anxious. He really wants to, get that first goal and then go from there, when really it should just be like, don't worry about that. Take your time. Like maybe the manager or the player, someone just needs to speak to him, because you can see he's got quality. Sometimes he gets frustrated and he just picks up the ball and he wants to do his own thing. But someone just needs to probably kind of chat to him and say, look, don't worry, we'll come. But unfortunately, because results haven't gone our way, our team is under pressure. We're losing against Brentford. And then where you're going to look to, you're going to look at the forward line. Why aren't you lot scoring goals? What's going on? So he's feeling it a little bit. So I think he's getting a bit anxious, but I'm not really worried about him. I think he's a good player. He's a great player. He'll come good. He just needs to sort of break that duck and just calm it down a little bit, I think.
Yeah. I mean, what are your overall thoughts in Culps on Cunha? Are you getting a bit worried, or what
yeah, I'll be honest, I'm losing patience a bit, man. Like, I'm not really hearing the whole anxious thing, because he's a player. He's been in the Prem. He's done it in the Prem. He's gone to a better side, and now it's looking like there's the possibility of him being a big fish in a small pond to now being a small fish in a big pond. And I know it's early to criticize and be so harsh, but he's got to do more, man. Like, he affects the games, isn't it? He's got an influence. He's a threat, but you got to do more. You got to be more clinical in that final third for me, like, especially when you're coming in as a marquee signing. Like, you just got to do a bit more. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at Rashford at Barcelona, and I'm thinking, we spent this money, but is he an upgrade? Is Cunha an upgrade on Rashford? I don't know. I don't think so.
But it also depends on what Rashford you're talking about, right? Do you know what I mean?
No.
If it's the Rashford that played for us.
If you're talking about the Rashford right now, is Cunha an upgrade on Rashford right now? You could probably say no, because Rashford's playing so well.
Is peak Cunha an upgrade on peak Rashford?
Yeah, but
we're gonna have a Rashford debate.
Did we get?
It's positional. It's positional. That's the only reason I'm comparing it. You know what I'm saying? They play in similar areas, man.
But you know what? I agree with you. He needs to finish those chances and stuff. But the reason why I'm not worried is because he's not losing confidence and he's getting into those positions. He just hasn't put it away yet. Obviously, we would like him to.
It's a big deal, though. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal, but I don't know. I think he'll come good. He'll be fine. I think
it's early doors, and I feel like if it was halfway through the season or I think it's still early. Like he's come back from an injury.
It's still early, man. But I was a massive
play against Liverpool at Anfield. Watch him bang that goal, get at Anfield, and we'll see what people say. Quick one though. I know we had a challenge of getting to 100 subscribers by the end of September. Sorry, we didn't quite hit it, but we got close. 94, I think we were on, or something like that. So, first of all, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please do click that button. It helps us a long way. And we're doubling down as well. So, the end of this month, end of October, we're looking for 200 subscribers. So, we're going to launch through the 100 this month, and we're going to get to 200. And we're going for bigger and better things. So, anything that you want to see, put in the comments as well. Any topics that you want over this international break, we're going to keep it active, keep it live, keep it moving. So, hit us up and let us know. But we appreciate each and every single one of you, and give us a like too. But obviously, talking about new signings, we've spoken about Cunha moving straight on to Sesko. I know I was actually not even. Let me not talk myself up. But Sesko, what are you men thinking?
Strikers need goals. What YouTube is top of? I got my top off.
Distracting the comments. So Sesko, you said strikers need goals.
Yeah, we are strikers need goals. They clicked on the wrong link, man.
They clicked on the right link.
No, listen, strikers need goals. Yeah, I think for Sesko, if we start playing two strengths, the guy will get goals, man. I think he'll get goals, but we're still trying to work things out as a team. Do you know what I mean? We're still trying to work out, okay, we're in this 3-4-3 formation. What do we do? What's going on? But if we actually play to his strengths, like the long throw-in that came in. Was it a throw-in or was it corner? Throw-in, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a throw-in, long throw-in that came in. The guy's a tall guy.
Yeah, courtesy of a flick on from Sunderland player. We love that.
Yeah. And similarly, his other goal he scored against Brentford was a cross, like something coming into the box. So if we're giving him this kind of service, that's what I said. I think we said in the group, I was like, I don't know, maybe it was Culps or I can't remember if it was Instagram or something, but we said like, does he need to do better or something like that? But I said, I felt it's a bit unfair because we're not giving him any service. Maybe it wasn't you.
JustDaveMate.
It was Dave. Yeah. We're not giving him a service, but
you blame the guy that ain't here, man.
Yeah. When the balls are coming into the box, he's doing something because he's a big guy, he's a tall guy, and it's causing a bit of problems. You know what I'm saying? So, he can only grow with confidence. If he can get 15 goals, like I said, league goals, I don't see why not. He's got 2 now. 13 is 31 games to go. Why not? Can he not?
Why not, man? I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know man saying about getting a service, but I think it's even unfair to limit him to that, man. Because from what I saw in the Sunderland game, some of his link-up play was fucking top draw.
That's exactly
really like he was linking the play nicely. His touches were silky. Like I was impressed, to be honest.
And do you know what it is for me? Yeah, I thought that before we signed him, I liked some. If you look at his goal wheel, he had some banging goals that he was scoring. But what I'm liking so far is that these are like not even quite just quick instinct finishes, getting in that box and just finishing them ones off. That's what we need from a striker like that as well. So he's gonna score those bangers. He's gonna get those goals. But the ones where you're just in that box and just poaches finishes, we need that. And if we can create them chances, which I feel like man's like Mbumo can do, Dorgu when he's in there as well. I feel like he can feed off them. But what are you saying, PT?
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing. It's not just a link-up play; it's the ball going up there as well. I don't know how many times he won flick-ons during the Sunderland game. It was ridiculous how many flick-ons he. And if that's Hoyland in the same position, he's not winning them.
No, he's resting, falling over, isn't he?
I'll tell you what does help him. Yeah, I'll tell you what helps him a lot, and that's for me. Cunha not playing really helps him. Because Cunha playing, I don't think Cunha's a player that looks for other people. From what I've seen so far from Man United, with Mount and Burma there, they're both looking to put him in. They're both looking for crosses. They're both looking for neat little touches that puts him in on goal. Cunha's not going to do that from what I've seen. He's not looking for other people at the moment. And whether that changed, I don't know. He's more of one of the wingers, a bit like Rashford, when you're looking to score. And sometimes you need that. But I prefer having creative wingers, which we've got under Mount and in Burma, and I think he'll thrive off that. So
no, I feel like maybe a bit of what Antonio was saying about him anxious for his first goal, but Cunha
it could be,
someone who is he is creative. Like if you looked at him at Wolves, he created a lot of chances for Strand Larsen and that. Like he is someone that will look for that striker. So yeah, maybe he needs to get that monkey off his back a bit and get that goal. But yeah, I think I Sesko anyway. I'm happy with the start of the season, especially a striker. I think it's really important to start off well. You need them goals at the beginning because if you don't, you can pressure can start to mount on you and all the rest of it as well. So
I liked his interview as well when he said it's not good enough and he wants more. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So I don't want to have an Amrim in or out debate at this point. I feel like it's a bit pointless. It's kind of like in or out. But just in terms of the overall mood of where we are going into this international break, I mean, let me go with you, Antonio, because I know that your mood can be down a bit. But what's your overall mood at the moment in terms of where you are after a topsy-turvy start to the season, if I can say the least?
Are we talking about going into our next game or just in general how we are now?
General now, I suppose. Like next game, we'll touch on that, but mainly just going into the international break, the start of the season that we've had. I think we're on 10.7. I can't remember any points we're on,
10.
but 10 points we're on. Yeah. What
10 from how many games? 7.
7 games. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean that's not good
6
enough.
6 points off top. Is that
1 point
Don't
behind Man City, bro.
Let's not.
Well, no, we're not. They won today, innit?
Yeah.
Not a good win. Like his confidence is up. If we want to now talk about points from games, it's not good enough what my man's done so far. But it's a win, so let's look forward instead of looking back in it. Let's try and look at it like that way in it. But at the moment, yeah, this is not good form. Like if you're going to average out this sort of points tally across a season, I think we finished probably similar to where we finished last season. So yeah, we need to step it up. You know, we need to have this. We haven't won in 2 consecutive games. It's crazy. Like we'll actually need to go on a run. Like I mean, like it can't even just be 2. We need to 4 games, 5 games, like wins, like unbeaten. Like
even like the sort of runs
to achieve what though? To achieve happiness, to achieve what do we need a run of games? What is it that you're appealing to challenge for Europe? I mean, when you say we need to go on a run of games, is it to keep his job? I mean, like what are you saying?
But
like,
to keep his job and to challenge for Europe. Okay. Because essentially what they say now, well, we don't know. They haven't said, but I mean, the board is almost like, let's just give this guy a chance, this and that. If we're going to finish the same place where we finished last season, then clearly my man's not good enough. So for us, we need to do better than what we did last season. I mean, last season should have never have happened, but we need to be challenging for Europe. Actually, I think there was some news that came out, and they said he has to get Europe. I'm sure there was something. Did anyone?
Yeah, I saw that still. That's what they're expecting.
Has to get Europe. So,
well, what do you think that means, though? Champions League or?
No,
I think it might. It might mean, but in Champions League now, isn't it first 6?
5. It won't be 6. It'll be 5. It's the only reason why it's 6 because Tottenham won the Europa League.
even 5, like what? We're not. We can't. We're not one of the 5th best teams in the league. Oh my god.
No.
You're saying no. What you say? Okay. I mean,
I know. I'm saying it's a shame. Like, there's even more teams that you can to get into the Champions League, and we still can't make it. Like, I don't know. Let's see what happens.
What's your overall mood then, PT? You're the only one that's normally more negative than Antonio about this guy. So,
when you talk about getting a run of games, I think he needs to get a run of games in to pick this team up out of the mud, because they're still in the mud. Right? They dust themselves off a little bit, but I personally think there's a good team here, and you can see at times these tactics do work. Right, and everyone moans about the system. I'm guilty of moaning about the system all the time, but there are glimpses of it working. And I think if we can do 5 or 6 games unbeaten, I'm not asking to win every game, but unbeaten, I think that makes I think psychologically the players will start thinking, right, this does work. So I'm going to do the extra mile. I'm going to do the extra sprint. I'm going to track back a little bit more. I think that run of games will just change the mood in the camp, because I think still at times when you watch the team, I don't think they fully understand what he's asking to do. I still don't think they completely get it. You've seen us getting done by the same pass week after week after week. Against Sunderland, that stopped. That never happened. So if we can do a run of, and he's got to be looking at Liverpool thinking these guys are vulnerable, man. This is such a big opportunity for him. This is a massive opportunity for him to make a statement.
I wasn't
going to go for me with that. Is like they've had their 3 losses on the bounce, and now they're going to want to win. You know what I'm saying? And United going to their ground, it's like,
Amman's not lost 3 in a row this season.
Yeah, this season.
But yeah, if we go, okay. I mean, we're going to look ahead a little bit, but going into that Liverpool game, you just touched on it. They've lost 3 in a row. We haven't won back-to-back games. Could this be the perfect storm? Get Liverpool to do 4 in a row at Anfield, and we get the win. Cunha, did you see that goal that he scored for Wolves there last season? And that, like, do you think, could that be the turn? I know we've been looking for some momentum. I know we've been looking for a turnaround. I know we've been looking for something. A back-to-back wins is what we've been looking for in the league. Do you think if we were able to do that back-to-back wins at Liverpool, like you were saying, PT, about getting a bit of confidence in the system and in the players, could that be the turnaround that we're looking for? I mean, Antonio.
By the way, as we've seen over the years since we've been supporting United, one thing I always say is when we go into these games, form goes out the window. It don't matter. They've lost 3 in a row. We've lost 5. I've seen how many times when we've been in the dumps last 10 years, we haven't won hardly any games. We'll go to the Etihad, we'll win. We'll go against this other team, we'll win. Arsenal, we'll pick it up because it's a big game. The media will be stirring it up all before the game, building it up. It's going to be in the players' head, so they know they're going to have to perform. So I think form is going to go out the window. We do not have a great record away at Anfield. It's going to be tough. But at best, I don't know, a draw. I think we will have to be so compact. Especially let's see at the first 15, 20 minutes, because they're just going to be on it. Maybe we'll be lucky. I think last time we won, wasn't it like Wayne Rooney years ago when he took a shot?
No, it can't be that long ago. Matters were definitely.
Oh, Matter.
Yeah, it's probably we've got one since then as well. Wait.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't. Anfield's a tough ground, man. Anfield's a tough ground.
Wait, Louis van Gaal. There must have been a manager since Louis van Gaal.
Louis van Gaal was Matter.
Yeah. But is there not a manager since then? There's one at Anfield.
Nah, bro. Nah,
not in the league.
No,
no way.
Well, in the FA Cup we won.
Anfield's a tough ground.
That was Old Trafford, isn't it?
Yeah, Old Trafford. We beat them at Old Trafford recently.
Oh yeah. But everyone's beating them out. Actually, not everyone. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Anfield's tough. We got to be. Yeah.
I'll be honest, man. I'm gonna say what I think straight up, man. We're gonna get slapped, bro.
Wait. Say that for the review anyway, because you might be feeling a bit different. Because, like I said last time, for the preview, we're gonna have a preview of that game. We've got the international break obviously upcoming, and we're gonna have a couple of topics, maybe a couple of videos. If there's any topic that you want us to discuss, anything you want us to debate about as well, stick it in the comments, and we'll see what we can do about that. But
I don't think we'll get slapped.
I don't think so either.
But it's gonna be tough.
What's slapped? At what point does it become a slapping?
After 3 goals.
3 goals, yeah.
3 goals.
Yeah, when you got past the pen.
I don't know, man.
Confirmed it.
If somehow we can get the first goal, I think we can get a draw.
You're gonna do it in the name of Diogo Jota, man.
I know. I think. Yeah. When you look at the way that they set up, where we can get out, I think people like Ahmed, people like Mbumu, I feel like we can, Sesko's going to cause them problems. Their defense hasn't looked good this season, man.
No,
have they had any game where they've looked great this season?
They conceded quite a lot of goals, to be honest.
Yeah, man. I don't see.
Kirkes looks shaky.
I'm not saying
Bernat looks shaky.
Mbumo's going to tear up Kirkes, man. And
we've really got to get it together, the whole understanding, the formation against them, because I know people have been getting criticizing him for him works and stuff like that. But if he starts picking up them pockets in between or just behind Bruno and Casemiro, It'll get long. It'll be. I know people don't rate him, but he'll just pick up the ball, give it to Salah. Isak's still loading up. Etikite is there. Gakpo. I don't know.
Let's keep it positive for now. Let's keep it positive and focus on that Sunday game.
I don't know, man.
Yeah? So you're saying slapping as well, yeah?
No, right now I feel like we're in good
Sounds
state.
like it still.
We're feeling positive. We're in good mood after that Sunderland game. We've got an international break now. We've got 2 weeks to really have that focus, and then we come back in, we come in strong. I feel like, well, we're going to do the preview of that game, sorry, and we can touch on that a bit more. But before we wrap it up, have who? Liverpool?
Yeah.
I don't think they have really.
Not to touch on them too much, but even Gravenberch, the way he picks up the ball and starts driving.
Yeah, but I looked at them against Chelsea. Like, they didn't look great, man. Like, most of their games I've watched, they haven't looked great. So I'm not worried about them anyway. So I can have enough sleep about it.
You think we're going to go Anfield?
He's not worried about it at Anfield.
I'll tell you what I think about it when we have our preview, man. Like, right now, all I'm saying is that I'm in good spirits. I'm still feeling about the Sunderland game, 2-0 win, and I'm feeling all right. We'll see what it's saying come the
sleeping on clean sheets this week, yeah.
That's it, man. Like, I always sleep.
I would take a 0-0. I would love a 0-0. 0-0, take it.
Yeah, same. Lammens is back now. So
I'll take a 0-0. I'll take a 0-0. I'm happy with that.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up, and thanks for joining. Give us a like. Put your comments in there as well. And as I said, if you can give us a subscribe, that'll be amazing. But United, come on, United, let's get it, and we'll see you in the next one.
Take care.
All right, thank you.